This character has a receding hairline, a big nose, and is riddled in pimples.
You're supposed to describe the characters, not me.
Sorry.
This is a robot. I'm Man217 and today I'm gonna play an amazing art game. I'm gonna have Chat GPT describe any random character from a movie, game, book, any sort of media. And I'm gonna draw that character and try to guess who it is. If I get it right, that's 1 point for humanity, and if I get it wrong, that's 1 point for artificial intelligence. This is to find out whether or not the robots are going to take over, and I'm sorry world, I am your only hope. Again, I'm really sorry. ChatGPT, tell me your description.
This character has a lean and athletic build with a commanding presence. Their face is angular, adorned with sharp features that convey both wisdom and a touch of weariness. Their eyes are piercing and often carry a hint of sadness, as if they have seen great tragedies unfold before them. Their hair, dark and slightly unkempt, falls in waves, framing their face with an air of ruggedness. They possess a wardrobe that blends practicality and style. Their attire consists of a combination of worn leather and dark fabric, allowing them to move swiftly and silently. A cloak billowing behind them adds an air of mystery as they traverse their world. They are armed with a signature weapon, a finely crafted instrument that speaks to their expertise in combat.
Interesting. I think to start this character, I'm just going to jump right into the sketch. Our first character is a true enigma, shrouded in mystery and strength. He has a lean and athletic build with a commanding presence. First, I want to focus on the character's face. I want to make sure I capture their angular face with their sharp features. Another interesting thing I want to focus on, based on this description, their face seems to show wisdom and sadness. Their features speak to the hardships that they have endured in the past. He's a sad boy. A sad boy. He's so sad. But he is full of wisdom. For me, when I think wisdom, I think of an older character because babies be dumb. Babies don't have wisdom. Older characters have wisdom. And I want to make sure I capture that in his face by adding some wrinkles and also by focusing a lot of attention on his eyes. It looks like he's seen some horrible, ugly, disgusting things. His hair is messy and unkempt, but the description also mentions that he is stylish, and I feel like because of his stylish jacket, he would probably have stylish hair, but it is still messy, kind of like I woke up like this, you know? He just and went out because he's sexy. And I want to point out that I sort of cheated. Not really. The description mentions that he is rugged. And when I think ruggedness, I think facial hair. Me, I'm rugged. I have about 6-7 hairs here. They're coming in. I feel like the main features of this description is his sadness, his ruggedness, and his sense of style. And I know, I look like I know style, but I don't. I know. Who would have thought? Someone like me doesn't know style. Moving on to his stylish jacket, I want to show that it's a long leather jacket. I kind of picture Spider-Man Noir because it kind of mentions that he moves swiftly and quietly through his world. So I kind of pictured a long leather jacket just because when they run, the bottom of the jacket kind of flaps in the air. That was the jacket flapping. Those of you who have not guessed who the character is yet, or who I think the character is, you're probably gonna notice when you see the weapon. If you think you know who the character is, write it down in the comments down below. See if you have a different character than I have. I'm gonna reveal who I think it is in 3, 2, 1. Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed. Did you guys think that? Let's see if we're right. ChatGPT revealed to me who the character is. The Witcher. What? What? It's not The Witcher. Isn't The Witcher's thing that he doesn't show emotion? Also, he has white hair. You said dark hair. Dark hair. He has white hair. I think ChatGPT got this one wrong. Let me know if you think I get this point or the robots get this point. But for now, we're gonna give a point to the robots. Yeah. Moving on to the next character. Chat GPT, tell me your description.
This character is a woman of remarkable beauty and strength. She possesses a lithe.
Lith? Lithe? I don't know what that means.
Athletic figure with a graceful presence that commands attention. Her face is elegantly sculpted, adorned with high cheekbones. Her eyes a striking shade of emerald green. Her hair is a flowing cascade of lustrous golden locks that frame her face with a captivating glow. It falls in gentle waves reaching down to her mid-back, and often she adorns it with intricate braids. She is often seen in attire that reflects her regal status and her role as a powerful leader. Her garments are a harmonious blend of opulence and practicality, combining intricate embroidery and luxurious fabrics with functional designs. Rich colors like royal purple or deep blue adorn her dress and capes. In her demeanor, she exudes both warmth and authority. She possesses a sharp intellect and a keen sense of diplomacy. While she can be gentle and compassionate, she is also a formidable force to be reckoned with when her loved ones and/or her kingdom are threatened.
This character seems to be a beacon of beauty and strength. Imagine a woman that radiates elegance, and her beauty demands attention from anyone who walks by. Her face is described as a masterpiece with high cheekbones and those eyes. They seem bright and they shine like an emerald with a hint of mischief. I want to point out that I'm not going to do a full body image for this one. I also want to add a background. I'm doing that because what stood out to me in this description is her beauty in her face and her amazing hair. When someone commissions you to draw a character and there's a specific thing that stands out about that character, you want to make sure you showcase that. So I'm going to showcase her beautiful hair and her braid. It doesn't mention a crown, but I add a beautiful crown because, again, she seems like she's the queen. So I add a small crown. Don't want to cover her hair too much because her hair is my focal point. She seems like she's a queen. The description keeps mentioning that she maybe has a kingdom. She's a princess or a queen or something. I figured that her dress will be that of royalty. It'll be fancy, it'll be beautiful, and it will have some gold. The dress was a deep blue or royal purple. I went with blue because that's my favorite color, and also I forgot that the robot mentioned purple. Hopefully that doesn't come back around to bite me in the butt, but I do like the way the dress is looking with the dark blues. I continue with the rendering, and I start with a soft brush just to have a placeholder. I do this because it gives my cell shaded look more of a blended look. It makes it look a little bit more blended, a little bit more painterly, but still has the cell shaded look that I desire. I also go back over it with another layer of hard rendering. So don't worry, I'm not just going to use the soft airbrush. I know some people don't like it, but I do, and I do what I want. I add some more darkness in certain areas where I feel like it will be more engulfed in shadows, like behind the hair and under the eyebrows, and I think it came out great. I finished up the drawing by taking away those harsh black lines by changing the color of the outlines, adding some more jewelry to her crown and some more elegance to her costume. And here you have it, the second character. I think I know who it is. If you guessed already, let me know in the comments again for character number 2. In 3, 2, 1, it's Elsa from Frozen. I think I'm right. I do know that Elsa has blue eyes because I like Frozen and I've watched it more times than I like to admit. Don't judge me. Frozen is awesome. Let's see if I'm correct. Chat GPT, reveal the second character.
Elsa.
Let's go! We got it. 1 point for me, 1 point for the robots, even though they cheated twice. I know Elsa's eyes are not green. You try to trick me there, robot, but you can't trick me. I am the one who is intelligent. Let's move on to the third character. At this point, I'm noticing that Chat GPT doesn't know its colors all that much. It's supposed to be artificial intelligence, but it is artificially dumb. I'm just kidding in case the robots take over. I love you guys. Don't hurt me. All right, robot, tell me the description of the last character.
This character is an enigmatic sorcerer with an ancient and weathered appearance. They bear the marks of time etched upon their face, lines and wrinkles that tell tales of wisdom and experience experience. Despite their age, they emanate a vibrant and powerful aura.
Robot, that's mean. Can't go around telling people that they look weathered, that they bear the marks of time on their face. Think that's mean. Happy birthday, Mom. You are now weathered. That's so mean.
Despite their age, they emanate a vibrant and powerful aura. Their eyes glow with an intense, otherworldly light, hinting at the depth of their magical abilities. The color of their eyes shifts with the magic they channel, transitioning between deep emerald green and shimmering sapphire blue. Their hair is long and white as snow, cascading down their back in waves. Strands of hair seem to float slightly as if moved by unseen currents of magic. They wear flowing robes in rich and regal colors, adorned with intricate patterns that depict arcane symbols. Their attire is accessorized with ornate jewelry, each piece imbued with its own magical properties. A staff taller than themselves as their constant companion, adorned with glowing crystals that amplify their spellcasting prowess.
I want to give you guys a quick tip. If you have the new version of Clip Studio, they have this amazing feature. Basically, you put your 3D model on the screen from your 3D model asset folder in Clip Studio. You hit that little button on the bottom right and it brings up this menu. Click on pose and then hit hand pose. If you have a webcam, this window will open up and it'll be looking at you and you can see a square that follows your hand around. You can move your hand, move your fingers, and the 3D model that you have on your canvas will mimic exactly what you do with your hand. So if you have trouble drawing hands like me, this is a perfect tool to use. I can give a thumbs up and the model gives a thumbs up. I can give a peace sign and the model gives a peace sign. And I can give the middle finger. Sorry, YouTube doesn't like that. After you get into the pose that you need, just hit OK and your model's hand pose will freeze. You can directly trace that hand, and if you struggle to draw hands, you won't anymore because Clip Studio's hand pose feature is amazing. What stood out to me about this description is the fact that the character seems to be all powerful. I wanted to do a more comic book cartoony style, so it's a little different from the other two, but I still think that this one is gonna come out amazing. It mentioned that he's wearing robes, so I wanted to make sure I captured that robe look. I probably should not have went for the, hotel room robe with the string around the waist, the one that you all steal from the hotels. I know you be stealing. Thief. Swiper no swiping. I went with that type of robe. I know it probably meant a more magical robe, but I'll make it magical, don't worry. It mentioned that his beautiful hair cascades down his back. Probably should be a little bit more messy, but I felt like someone who's magical, it's probably not gonna let his hair look a mess. You can just snap your fingers and be sexy. How you think I look like this? I'm not magical. I also wanted to showcase his staff front and center because his staff is supposed to be big and grand and is probably one of the most important parts of his character design. I added a hint of his magic coming from his staff, which has a big crystal on top, and going to his other hand like he's gonna blast somebody with some fiery magic. Here is my third character. I think I know who this one is. I don't know his name though. I'm going to make so many people angry from two different fandoms right now. It's basically the same character as Dumbledore, but for the Lord of the Rings. It's the guy that says, "You shall not pass," with his stick. Obviously my character looks way more swag than his, but I think I captured him pretty well. Let's find out if I'm correct. Is it that one old guy from Lord of the Rings?
Correct. It's Gandalf.
The character is Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. I got it right. If you want to count that, that's 2 points for me, 1 point for the AI, and I think humanity will be safe, especially since robots can't tell their colors. Let's go, human. We got this. They're not going to take over. Okay? I hope. But if they do, I love you, robot. Hit like, hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do this again. And remember that humans are awesome. I think. Thanks for watching.